Oi, oi, lads.
Alright, we're coming for full circle. It's back to the dragons, but with more knowledge. Did I see the alchemy builders? I did, man. They're kinda insane, huh? Every Izzet player's coming out of the woodwork now. Well, I do have more copies of our cards that are good against Izzet, to be fair. Been planned for. Yeah, Stormbrid's all art. Bro, I'm broke, man. What do you mean? I can't be getting no arts anymore. The art dream's dead. I can't believe we're still on the mission to save standard. You say that, but you're still here, watching, hoping and praying with me. I'm hoping and praying too, but today's the day, man. Today's the day we go back to our best deck, but also improved, because we have gained many knowledges over the past few weeks. You like baseball? I respect that, man. You can like whatever you like. There's nothing wrong with liking a little b-ball. We do at least now have the World Baseball Classic, which is a world event. Iopus sent out the druid onto the battlefield. Baseball's a pretty naff sport though, isn't it? If you don't know how baseball works, just tell that. I know how it works, man. A guy throws a ball and the other dude hits it with a stick. Then you run around in a circle and try and get back first. Do you play cricket? No, that's dog shit too, man. I've not got, don't worry, I've not got some bias against baseball. Do you play Shinty? I've never played Shinty, man. I've never even I've never seen a game of Shinty. I know the rules, but I've never in my life have I played or even seen anyone play Shinty. Scottish people hating on English sports? I don't hate cricket. I'm sure cricket and baseball are fun to play. I don't know. There's a lot of sports in the world that are fun to play and fun to watch. So I just stick to those. Why pick one or the other when there's plenty of options that are both? Baseball has a lot more action than soccer. Yeah. On the big fucking screen in the stadium where they have to like make random people kiss each other because everyone's so bored out of their fucking mind. for just a little excitement. Great action. Anyway, I'll behold my dragon. How do you feel about American football? I don't know, to be honest. And I know that I cannot watch a game of American football from start to finish, because I've tried to watch the Super Bowl like 10 times. And I make it to the first ad break, and then I'll watch something else. But what I will say is, until the first ad break, it's pretty cool. So 5 minutes in? It's normally a bit longer than that, right? Baseball shit to watch on TV, but in person an afternoon at the ballpark in the summer, yes, but that's... Of course that's good. But that's not because baseball's good, right? That's just because you like the company that you're with. You could be sitting, you know, you could be sitting on the beach with those same people and you'd have a great day too. That's just nothing to do with baseball. You just like your family or friends, whoever they are. Right? All the times you go to see a baseball game, you're barely looking at the field. Yeah, and that's fine, man. Like, I'm not hating on homies having a day out with their loved ones. I'm hating on saying that it was baseball that made it fun. I disagree. I think it was the other humans you were there with. Baseball is fun, y'all are just boring. Well, bro. I don't know about that. What sports do you like? I like football. I like swimming. I like climbing. I like racket sports. I like tennis. To be fair, tennis would be pretty low down my list of racket sports, but it's still a racket sport, so it's still pretty good. I like athletics. I like I like stuff. I wish I was brave enough to try luge or skeleton. But way too much of a pussy. Curling? I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of curling, though. I've watched curling before, never played it. I spy with my little eye. Alright, Overlord, you better find a dragon or we're dead, big lad. I need to be able to behold my dragon. I can cast Eugene next turn, but I can't take it. I have to be able to behold. That's a sad boy, isn't it? Behold this, mother fricker. Oh. +3! +3. Any wildling haters? Wildling haters? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? What's that? 7? Yeah. Here, you're not sure if he's good or bad? Well, he's kind of saved us for now. I'm 1 off lethal next turn. Yikes. No, I'm not. Vacuum lethal, yeah, there's no lethal past the rabbits now, though. Whoops. Okay. That was my land. I thought that was the vacuum trigger. Oopsie. Wildling. 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 All the way to 9, baby! Dread players never seen anyone attack against them before, have they? Alright. Huge win against the Red Boys. You will never catch me watching a game of baseball by myself, because the actual sport is not that interesting, right? I don't think that's a crazy take. It's a bad take. It's I disagree with you, streamer. That means your take is bad. Yes. What am I sideboarding against? They didn't cast a spell. How is that different from soccer that often has games that end 0-0? Honestly, I feel... I genuinely feel sorry for people who cannot appreciate a draw. Like, it's... your brain is cooked. Where, like, you follow a team, you watch the game, and, like, it being a draw is more annoying to you than the actual outcome of the game. It's crazy. Who cares if it's a draw? That's one of the that's one of the possible results. Alright, only one forest left in the deck, by the way. The draw should mean the game was close and the teams were evenly matched, yeah. And it's quite a common thing to hear someone say, football is bad because the result can be a draw. But honestly, I don't understand that at all. It blows my mind. Like that, to me, that is not a bad thing at all.
One step. My timeless wisdom, the wise heed my advice.
Like it's so not a bad thing that I actually can't comprehend that opinion. It's crazy to me. Like draws only happen in leagues as well, right? Not in cups, so it's a league, man. You play against each team, and some you will win, some you will lose, and some you will draw. What's the problem?
I must formulate a new plan.
Who do you support? I cannot say because that will reveal my geolocation within planet Earth. But let's say Tottenham Hotspurs. I think football's fun to watch during the World Cup, but it seems less fun during league play. Excuse me. That's probably because if that's your opinion, I would assume you just don't support any team, so you've got no investment in the games, right? Because if you do support a team, then I mean you will enjoy their league games. I don't think that's too crazy to say. And I also assume that in the World Cup you are from a country that participates regularly, and therefore you can find some enjoyment in that, wherever that may be. How's the village been? Absolutely useless. I've never activated it. I have used the black one a lot. The Ration City. I've not used the green one once. It's just a tapped forest in this deck. The main argument for watching a sport is supporting a team rather than enjoying the sport for its own sake. That means the sport itself is not actually that interesting. I don't think that football is the most popular sport in the world, but I don't think that's really for any other reason than basically tribalism, right? Supporting a team is a big part of it. Probably the most interesting sport to watch if you have no like investment in the people who are participating. Like part of football is just like knowing the teams and knowing the players and knowing the managers and the history and all that, right? That's a big part of it. But if you have no knowledge of a sport, most interesting one's probably athletics, right? Track and field, just because it's so easy to follow. And it's so obvious when someone's good and when someone's bad. That's an important part for it, I think, right? For if you don't know anything about a sport and you're going to watch it for the first time, an important part of getting hooked is it being easy to tell who's good and who sucks. I guess I'm digging for a Eugener's. Why does every opponent I play have a fucking dragon stopping me using my regent? These regents are actually so bad now because every opponent's sending dragons. I'm an obvious Hearts fan. I do not support Hearts. I don't support any major Scottish team. If you're not from Scotland, you probably have never heard of them.
Mine is the power of eons.
I support Beric. Off the mark again, young buck. Why didn't they copy the River Regent? Because they're in panic mode, facing down my assortment of dragons. Even if you get it right, I'm gonna say no, so... Patrick Thistle. Definitely not Patrick Thistle. A lot of Jeskai today, huh? Don't mind it. The Jeskai fans are out in force. But this Oppo's out. Do something, man. I'm just ramping and drawing cards. They're completely AFK. They still have not. What the is going on here? Neither of you are doing anything. What do you mean, man? I'm absolutely... I've just ramped 1,000,000. I'm going off.
Preparation. Fools have focus.
Okay, I've got... Our deck is really, really good when opponent does nothing. I've learned this. How good's your deck, chat, when your opponent doesn't cast any spells? Is it as good as this?
Insight is vital to success.
Streamer, what's your favourite stadium food? Not applicable, mate. Because I've recognised in the modern era that all sport organisations are actually just multinational corporations, and I refuse to give them any extra money other than the ticket price. So I don't spend a penny inside that toxic stadium. Okay, I've got no basics left, by the way. Capitalist pigs, facts. Eugene Alt.
Your fate was sealed the moment this fight began.
I thought I had more of a mild mother vacuum. Where's my other vacuum? I did mill it. Fucking hell, no! Okay. Well, guess I'll draw a card.
I grant you
Whoops.
power belongs our
That was suboptimal, chat, if you needed information about whether it was or wasn't. That was not the play. Huge flex though, yeah. Oppo's done nothing and is at 20. Problem? Head to Jace. Yes. We can't beat Mill, but we can beat basically everything else, I would say.
insight is vital to success.
I'm begging you for mercy. I've honestly never seen anyone do so little. It's crazy. This is board weight tribal. We should be okay against board weight tribal, I would think. It is feeling like a Jace deck though. Slightly concerning. Do, 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 do. $59 life points. Okay, elf down. Elf well and truly down. Behold my dragon! It's 65 life. That should be enough to win, right, guys? Not even using Eugene, but like, there's nothing to use. We could just minus it and get what, man? I've already used both vacuums. What a shit show that was. We do kind of farm this Jeskai deck, though. The main deck vacuums are so nice against them. Like, nice against Jeskai, nice against Omniscience, nice against... like blue talent decks. Great card. And obviously you've got the added benefit of it being a Eugene trigger, that's pretty cool too. Wow, hater. Like in Crokeyz stream, you see the same cards every day. Yeah, no shit, because we're trying to be a slow and grindy boy. I don't know if you've played Standard recently, mate, but if you want to be a slow and grindy boy, you have a limited selection of options. Tetimus Benderus. After this game, we'll do a little scouting session, chat. How you feeling about that? How we feeling about a little scouting sesh? Get a top up on our format knowledge. See if there's any chefs, successful chefs in the last 24 hours. Someone said that Yellow Watt was playing some Sultai Dragons and did very well, so I'd like to check out his list, see what's going on. I don't know what very well means in this context, but they said they used the phrase very well, and that gets me excited. 6-4? Well, I hope not 6-4. I pay. Get scavenged, boy. Guys, if you're having trouble with Jeskai Pile, I recommend Ghost Vacuum. 1 mana win the game. Honestly, 1 mana win the game against quite a few decks. Wow, they discarded a Beza to kill the dragon. Damn. Doesn't seem that worth it, but sure. Oh my god, auto tapper. Why, man? Nice game losing Surveil 2 missed. Anyways, I top decked Eugene. Ecuador! Ecuador!